Hi, this is Nat Moes. I'm here with Sam Krohlow. We're watching round 2, game 3 of the TokyoMTG Vintage Open. Obviously, both players are going to be 1-1 here. We've got a Gitaxian Long on the left and a new Slaver list on the right. And that's played by Hiromichi Ito, the 2009 Vintage Champ. He showed us his hand there. He's going to open with Grafdigger's Cage and Goblin Welder.
It's a pretty good start. We know he has Force of Will as well.
Yeah, the Force of Will is probably probably the biggest thing to keep there against combo.
Mm-hmm.
You definitely want to be able to stop any broken opening plays that he might make.
Notice that combo just drew a Grafdigger's Cage right there as well.
Yeah, it's kind of an interesting play for combo. That Grafdigger's Cage would shut him, the combo player, off of his own Yawgmoth's Will and any Tinker for Blightsteel that he might have. I mean, I assume he brings that in against the Goblin Welder strategy just to...
Shuts down Mirror Battlesphere at least.
Yeah, it would stop down any recurring of Mirror Battlesphere, and I assume that Ito is playing Yawgmoth's Will as well.
Yeah, that would make sense.
But, yeah, like I said, the big thing there is going to be the Force of Will. Both players sort of getting set up here.
Not a whole lot of action yet.
Yeah, we've got mostly mana on both sides, going back and forth.
Yeah, I'm surprised the combo player hasn't had much going on yet. He's up to 4 mana.
Right, yeah, actually the Slaver has already played Ancestral Recall, which is a pretty good setup spell. He's drawn out 3 extra cards there.
Definitely.
He has plenty of mana in play at this point, which he's going to use on his opponent's end of turn to play Intuition with an active Welder in play.
That seems pretty good.
Yeah, and he has the Grafdigger's Cage in play that might prevent him from using, would prevent him from getting Mirror Battlesphere, but he does have that's why he goes and gets Mindslaver and 2 Staff of Nin.
Yep.
Both of which will play right through the
Cage.
So Staff of Nin's sort of an interesting choice here. I think Mindslaver is going to be the bigger threat to combo, since it's there's so many ways that you can waste combo's resources. There's so many of combo's cards that will just kill them outright if you have Necropotence like we saw last game, or if they have Lion's Eye Diamond, anything like that. Staff of Nin is sort of interesting since it is it's a very incremental advantage. Like you're only drawing 1 extra card a turn, you're only giving 1 extra damage a turn, but
over time that adds up.
Yeah, over
fast.
time that adds up pretty quickly. And of course, Slaver right now has access to 2 of them, which that's pretty dominating if you get 1 or both of those into play.
Looks like Welder was bounced with was it Chain of Vapor?
Yeah, Welder got Chain of Vapored again. We saw that in game 1. It really ends up just being a time walk. It's not a...
Yeah. Do you think he should have done that in response to Intuition instead? Did he have it at the time? I'm not sure.
Let's see, would he have had it? Yeah, he must have had that at the same time. And that's an interesting question.
So I guess that would the Staff and Nin would be in turn or in play a turn or 2 later then.
Right.
Looks like Mystical Tutor is red blasted here.
But you could also, that could change what the Slaver player would Intuition for too.
That's true.
He could change his choice and get several counter spells or more disruption.
That's a good point.
Maybe just slow the game down a little bit more. Yeah, so combo's starting to come to life there. He had a Mystical Tutor there that got countered by Red Blast. And he's got Tinker here. So that Mystical Tutor may have just been a bait spell.
Yeah, it makes you wonder, that's for sure.
Obviously, having a low investment bait spell such as Mystical Tutor is pretty good.
Yeah, looks like that was Force of Will, though.
Yeah, Tinker still didn't get through.
So he lost the Mox in the process to Tinker.
Lot of counters from the Slaver deck. I think we're going to see several of those. So combo still calculating here. He might have some other options. Counting. But
it's always scary staring down a combo opponent as they're counting mana.
Right. Oh, absolutely.
You never know what they're going to do.
So Slaver's still drawing extra cards. He has lots of mana in play.
Welder's active now.
Yeah, Welder's active again. So we have Welder cast, bounced, cast again, and active again. And so Slaver's going to play a second Welder. So he'll have been...
Oh boy.
Yeah, so many more tricks available to him.
Yeah, Welder's a pretty good card in Vintage.
Yeah, Welder lost in popularity, especially because of Mental Misstep.
Definitely.
Just because you can counter it so easily. I'm surprised it hasn't gotten a little bit more play, despite Mental Misstep, because of Cavern of Souls.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. It definitely lost popularity when Thirst for Knowledge was restricted.
Right.
Because that card allowed you to really abuse.
Well, actually, Thirst for Knowledge getting restricted made it lose popularity, and I think Lodestone Golem made it lose popularity because Lodestone Golem makes workshop decks tend to play colorless strategies.
You don't need to. Workshops used to play red decks with Welder and such.
Right, yeah. Workshops could either be mono red, they could be 5-color. I mean, I really think that Lodestone sort of took away from some of the...
yeah, it sort of put a lot of the workshop decks into one pile.
Right. But, so Slaver here actually resolved and activated Mindslaver, and that's what he's doing right now. He's Mindslavering his opponent.
Oh, he's casting Lions of Diamond and just discarding the hand for mana.
Yep, absolutely.
That seems really good.
So the combo player just got mind twisted effectively by Mindslaver.
Yeah.
And his own Lion's Eye Diamond. And I think with now 2 Staff of Nin in play, 2 Welders, and a full grip of cards to his opponent's 3 lands, Slaver's really got the game in hand here.
I think he's in a good position.
Right. I think we can see, just with that kind of advantage, we can see so many different end games. He can pretty much win as he chooses.
Yeah, there really isn't many ways he can lose this game at this point. Yeah, it's not how can I win at this point. It's how can I make sure I don't lose.
Right, absolutely. And he's got Jace now too, so he's drawing so many more cards every turn. He can use Welders to take advantage of so many different things. And obviously, right here is going to Mindslaver his opponent again.
Yeah, with Jace out, he's seeing 6 cards a turn.
Right.
Effectively drawing 4 of those.
Right. So.
Mindslavers again, casts his opponent's Demonic Tutor.
So this is sort of interesting here. He's going to play Demonic Tutor, and he can...
So there's 1 mana available still.
Yeah. He does have the untapped fetch land that he can use. So he could go get... For example, he could go get Ancestral Recall and target himself.
Yep.
So you'd have the opponent target you with his own Ancestral Recall.
Drawing so many cards.
But he's going to get... he gets... Imperial Seal, which is sort of interesting because it gives him even more options.
Yeah.
He can set up his opponent's draw step.
He also causes his opponent to lose 2 life, which is good.
Right. But he sets up his opponent's draw step here, and if my thinking here is that he could Imperial Seal for Yawgmoth's Will, as long as it's still in the deck. Was it in his hand when he played the first Mindslaver? I think actually it might have been. I think that may be why he didn't do it.
Yeah.
But he could, in other situations perhaps, play Imperial Seal for Yawgmoth's Will and set up a lethal Yawgmoth's Will for his opponent by playing the Yawgmoth's Will, playing Lion's Eye Diamond into Necropotence, and killing his opponent with his own Necropotence.
Yeah, since his opponent has those in his graveyard ready to go.
Right.
Maybe the Yawgmoth's Will is there as well.
But instead, he gives his opponent a dead card in Blightsteel Colossus, and continues his domination using Goblin Welder, and now he's got Mere Battlesphere going, so he's got essentially infinite tokens and infinite Mindslaver activations.
He can activate Welder all day now.
So his opponent graciously concedes to that eventuality.